Here is a record of the first American attack ever made on Italian soil in the long history of war. The date, December 4th, 1942. The target, Naples. The crew of the Daisy May goes aboard, fully prepared with maps, weather reports, and knowledge of danger spots to be encountered. More than a score of United States liberators warm up for the takeoff from a field somewhere in North Africa. The course of the squadron is almost due north, over barren stretches of desert, then on out over the calm blue waters of the Mediterranean Sea. The mission has great importance in the strategy of European warfare. Italy's heavy industries, fearing the force of RAF bombings in the north, have been moved to Naples for safety. The huge four-motored bombers spread across the sky over the Mediterranean. Several of the planes are veterans of other successful raids. For every enemy plane destroyed, a star is stenciled on the fuselage of the bomber. A ship is painted on for every enemy boat sunk. As dusk comes, the squadron approaches base. Pilots climb up to high altitude, beyond the reach of anti-aircraft guns. Gunners are on the alert at all times. From the tremendous height, the bombing is accurate and intensive. Oil refineries are smashed, sending up clouds of black and gray smoke. 100,000 pounds of explosives were dropped, sinking one cruiser, badly crippling one warship and another cruiser. The waterfront, harbor railway installations, and munitions dumps were left shrouded in smoke and flames. The raid on Naples, from which all American bombers returned, was brief, violent, and effective.
Huge fleets of Allied bombers, protected by umbrellas of fighter planes, continue their all-out offensive upon Nazi war plants in Europe. In one 24-hour period, 22 major rail junctions and scores of airfields from the Netherlands to western Germany felt the force of Allied bombs. Giant land-based bombers support the American attack. Enemy positions and installations along the entire coast are blasted again and again.
Giant liberators of the United States Army Air Force bound for Leh, an important Japanese naval and air base on the island of New Guinea in the South Pacific. Over the target, they send 36 tons of high explosives and incendiary bombs plunging earthward. Japanese airfields and installations smashed, the raiders prepare the way for the capture by land forces of strategic island bases in this area.
Liberator bombers from Morotai cracked down on Puerto Princesa Airfield, Japanese base in the Philippines. Knockout blows such as this preceded each new step on the road to Luzon. Bombardiers dropped 500 heavy bombs on enemy installations on Palawan Island. Enemy airstrips are battered into uselessness. Unceasing support from land and carrier-based aircraft in the battle for the Philippines.
liberators of Eastern Air Command keep up a constant strife against Japanese supply lines and stores on the Burma front. On the air road to Mandalay, new kinds of flying fishes play. And any thunder that disturbs the local inhabitants is not the dawn coming up, but bombs going down on Japs. No restaurant car, but an air gunner needs a snack before action. This attack is heading for the Pinmana Railway Yards, Jap clearing center on the Rangoon-Mandalay Railway. Second flight went for Taunguk, Jap base on the Arakan front. 6 waves of liberators showering incendiaries and HE went in at 2-minute intervals to burn and blast this particular bit of jungle.
Of 6 B24's based on Anguar Island in the Carolines head out on a hazardous daylight mission to Jap-held islands in the Palau Group. Air Force cameras follow our planes through layers of overcast as they draw near the target. Jap positions are erased. Is hit. With one wing completely shattered, the plane plummets groundward. Our Pacific Island warfare is not cheap.
The world's mightiest bomber plant is rolling. Henry Ford welcomes British and U.S. war supply heads Oliver Littleton and Donald Nelson. The schedule, 1 bomber every hour.
This is a very special day at the San Diego plant of Consolidated as a B-24 Liberator rolls from the assembly line, plastered with the signatures of the workers who built her. She's the 5,000th bomber to leave the factory. Good luck and good hunting, 5 grand.
At an Army Air Force base in Arizona, women mechanics learn to service the big bombers, receive expert instruction in every phase of aircraft maintenance. A plane named in their honor gets a thorough going over by the air whacks, as they're called. From motor to tail assembly, the girls make ready the giant battleships of the air. 65,000 strong, they relieve men for combat duty.